Come, hear the tale of our ragtag crew, brought together upon a mysterious island by fate. They have lost, they have won, and now, alongside a rebel faction, the truth on the wind, they fight against the evil Eterines. Behind it all, an alien being of immeasurable power begins to rise once again. As the land grows cold, our party stands as a light in the darkness. Now, welcome to the Swordcast Adventures.
My compatriots, having completed the destruction of 2 ships, move across the water to the last ship, the Black Prince. I remained on my small boat with good visibility, firing arrow after arrow, giving cover fire. Soon, the ship was ours. We witnessed Callus's men making good on their promise of destroying the Hecatantries on shore. I shot at a few fleeing soldiers, but a funny thing happened. I lost my sense of self, shooting entirely too many arrows, even into those already dead. My thoughts are those of concern and worry. Where is this side of me coming from? Hopefully it does not return. After the fighting died down, we headed to the tavern to celebrate with the locals, and much merriment was had.
As you all enjoy a night of wild merriment and partying, celebrating this victory, you all find your own refuge. Here and there, more and more people kind of come out to celebrate with you. You find that the party seems to flow into the streets from the Leering Ewe. You also notice that as the night goes on, members of the Harp join the merriment, as they have noticed now 2 of the 3 Hecatantries-laden ships have fallen, and it seems as though the large sum of people that battalion members that were here are no longer. So you see, as they do, you see Silence and Callus kind of interact a little bit, discussing a few things off on the side. She does seem still a bit somber from her loss, but there is some excitement in this win. And as the night goes on, you find yourselves enjoying a well-deserved sleep. Does anyone find yourselves in any interesting situations before the daybreak occurs?
Potentially. How drunk did Amelia get is my question.
How drunk did Amelia get? That is a great question. Hey, Amelia.
Is that so?
I think so.
I mean, I think she'd do her usual steez where she makes it look like she's partying it up, but isn't getting she's getting buzzed, but she's not gonna get fucking shit, get her shit wrecked, you know?
Love it. So still conversational is my point.
Oh, absolutely.
Awesome. Do I know that you and Sleep don't have a great relationship at this point? Or is that something that just the dear viewer
That's a good
knows?
question, DM.
I wouldn't think anyone really would have paid much attention, being that you, very few times have you been outside and in the open when this has happened. When you've all kind of slept, a lot of the times you've either been on a ship or in an inn or something like that. So I don't think, Elduin, I don't think you would grasp specifically that. Amelia,
I guess maybe the only time you might get an inkling is when we were camping.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'd say that. But
Okay.
you might not have a full grasp on the fact that there's a weirdness between that.
Okay. I guess so. I would like to chat with Amelia, but I don't know where we're actually spending the night.
Mm-hmm.
Are we doing that on the boat? Or are we going back to our hotels? Or what's going on?
So right now you're in the Leering Eel, which is the kind of
Mm-hmm.
seedier of the two known drinking holes in the town. You do have rooms at the Golden Devil,
Mm-hmm.
and you obviously have rooms on your new ship if you
Okay.
so choose to use them.
I see. Well, I guess then while we're sort of partying, I guess if we kind of leave at the same time, I would just sort of get Amelia's attention and just say, Amelia, this is lovely, but do you have a moment? Could I ask you about something?
Are there like people around?
I
Are you still wearing your mask?
Are we
I
still
am.
playing like you're a mute?
I would be trying to be discreet. So like I think still wearing my mask and trying to like catch you where nobody else would notice necessarily that I'm like talking.
Got it.
I would
And
also say, like, depending on when you do it, if you do it like a couple hours into the partying, there's probably enough people well into their, like, into the bottom of their glasses to not really notice you talking.
yeah, I would just be like, I would have a topic that is probably best for not a crowd. Um, if you wouldn't mind taking a walk with me,
Of course.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Sure, no
And we'll
problem.
just like walk somewhere where there are not as many crowds.
Yeah, I mean, by no rights in this late point of the evening are there, like, the streets are not filled with people, though the street, like, partying has spilled out into the street. It's not, the town is not a roar. They're still your everyday citizens, who, steer pretty clear of any craziness. So yeah,
Not
you'll be
today,
able to
they
find
don't. There was a bunch of murder in the streets.
Yeah,
there
right.
was, which is
Uh,
also why they probably stayed away from the streets.
yeah,
Just saying. But you do find an alleyway, a
sure.
streetwise. There are absolutely places you can go.
Cool. So I'm just gonna like, as soon as we're kind of like out of easy visibility of someone, I'm just gonna kind of sort of like pull the mask off and sort of take this sort of pause and a sigh and just say, I'm I'm enjoying wearing this mask more than I expected. Becoming a different person. It's actually rather thrilling and liberating in a way. I've never really been not of Evermeet. You you take faces of other people. You assume other guises, and well, I wish to ask you: do you ever find yourself becoming more than yourself? Do you becoming too much of your guise? Do your actions extend out in some way that you would not do, just as Amelia?
Sometimes it that can happen. Yes. Sometimes it can be hard to draw a line where the character, if you so say, ends and the person begins when you have to be in the disguise for so long.
Indeed. Concerned. When we were fighting earlier, just several hours ago, um, I acted in a way. I killed, but more than killed, I mutilated. I fired more than I needed to, and I it does not seem myself, but I'm concerned that perhaps that in acting the part I've become some leather-faced killer, and I do not wish to be this person, but I'm enjoying the liberation and the thrill of being a different person. How do you manage?
I see. It can be quite a thrill to take on another persona as you have been describing. I'm afraid that I do know the feeling you speak of, but my reasons for doing so are different. My
I see.
reason for taking to these abilities and honing the skills that I have has been to keep myself hidden, keep me away from people.
I see.
The thing that I have found that has helped the most is to make sure that you find regular time to be yourself, not
Interesting.
in the persona, even if you have to do it alone.
That makes sense. I have been wearing this mask the entire time in this city. Perhaps a change of pace would do, like you said, even if it is private.
Perhaps, yes. Even maybe just going for a walk on your own and spending a few minutes with it off. Doing something that you would do, that you enjoy.
Indeed. That is good advice. I appreciate that. Thank you.
This this new found thrill, this liberation that you're experiencing,
Hmm.
you did say you're enjoying it. It doesn't feel forced upon you or that you're being changed in some way.
No, I don't feel. No, it's strange. I would have thought. I felt as though the liberation and these murderous thoughts, they are. I don't know how well to describe this, but they feel like two sides of the mask. They are not one and the same. I did not, in fact, feel this. I did not feel the good parts while this was occurring. I didn't really feel much of all, to be frank. But no, I've led a rigid life. I was a member of the Evermeet's military class and have lived most of my life in some sort of structure. And for a time, removing myself from that situation, being a nobody, in fact, was, well, liberating.
I see. I
But
could understand the feeling.
yes, yes, I don't. I imagine that now that I think about it, it comes from a rather different place as you, one of not actually knowing where you come from.
Yes, I I want to know. I know for some reason, the small details about myself, but I need to find the rest.
Indeed.
That's why
Well,
I've been trying to keep myself hidden until I do.
I wish you luck. Is there any way that I can help a, a sister in arms?
At this point, I'm not sure. Unless you know of a way to speak with divine beings that you don't know names of or where they
Oh,
are,
that
uh,
sounds. No, I dare say I do not.
then you know about as much as I do.
Hmm. But I will look and I will keep an eye out. And if I read something or hear something that can do such, I will definitely let you know.
I thank you. Uh, you should also keep an eye on your new side you have showing through.
Indeed, very
It's
much so. I do not
you want to make sure you don't get lost in it and lose yourself.
agreed. I think that we'll see. I'm curious if what some time out uh, d- doffing the mask will help me regain, or I should say, lose that side. Um, but with any luck, it is will be but a memory.
If it does at any point start to seem odd or overpowering or anything, let me know.
I will. I will. I admit I have some fear that you all will feel me as untrustworthy, as someone to be feared, not trusted.
I have not felt that yet. But if I do, then I will know that this is something that may not be taken so lightly.
Indeed. Well, thank you for your time. Think I will actually go right now and spend some time being myself, discreetly, but myself. Thank
You're
you.
very welcome.
And with that, I guess I would like to just kind of head off on my own, keep my mask stuffed away in my pocket, and I guess go find a streetlight and read a book.
I like it.
Sounds good. Yeah, absolutely. You do that. You kind of split off. Amelia, do you follow your way back to like the revelry, or do you kind of steer clear?
You said we saw silence at the revelry?
Yes, she
Then
has
yes,
me.
I would head back there.
Okay, sounds like a
Oh
plan to me.
yeah.
I was more so just going to go check on the ship and then just to be like, hey, so we're alive.
Oh yeah, that's probably a good plan, being that they might have no idea.
I mean, they had to know it was us.
Yeah, I'm sure they've seen us by now.
No, I mean like when shit started blowing up.
Yeah, that seems
Yeah.
pretty in character.
Clearly,
I mean, but that doesn't mean we made it out alive.
true.
So yes, you make it back to the Leering Eel. You find the remainder of the crew of the Harp, as well as Silence, talking to Callus, and you find that, I'm guessing the rest of you all kind of stayed in the Leering Eel. Did you go back to the ship? What did you do?
Metolius would be celebrating, but not like getting incredibly wasted. But he would be playing his lute and just sort of leading people on in celebratory song and dance. And but at some point, he would ask Grimtuck if he has plans to rename the Black Prince to rename our ship, or does he think we should keep the name Black Prince?
I don't know. I think we should probably make that choice together. I didn't think that much into it actually. Black Prince is a cool name, but
It is a strong name. I agree, and I
if
like
I was
it.
the one that like stormed on there and murdered everybody, and like then I would rename it. But like, you and I didn't even really do that much. We just kind of showed up. So like, I don't know. It seems wrong to just throw out an idea. Like Amelia and Rain really did it. I think if anybody would have the honor of that battle, then maybe they should pick a name.
I agree. I was just wondering if it was something you had your mind had thought about.
I didn't before, but I'm gonna now.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, I mean, we'll have plenty of time for them to repaint and repair while we're off trying to find this dragon. So
Yeah, I've never even fucking seen a dragon.
neither have I.
And
And
then
I
we
know
get to
they
go-
have wings. So
That's-
we should inquire about purchasing some weapons to use at range, mayhaps before we leave tomorrow.
Do you think we'll be able to fit its head and then the thunder lizard thing's head in the portable hole, like both of them? Do you think we'll
I
be
mean,
able to
it's certainly possible. But what will you do with all the gold that?
Oh, I'm gonna pack the gold inside of the skull.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Solid plan.
So you're gonna
Like a piggy bank.
you're gonna scoop out its brains then?
I just want the skull, like to put it on the ship.
No,
That's what I do with the other skull.
I don't need the brains.
Yeah. Like it just
I get that.
like, I don't can you use dragon brains? Are they expensive? Can we sell
I
them?
mean, I have no idea, to be honest.
Fuck, we gotta find someone that knows stuff about dragons.
that might be a good idea. I don't know where we're going to find someone like that in this town, but
Yeah, I guess if they had someone like that, they would already killed the dragon.
True. I'm not there.
that is a reasonable line of thought.
Huh. All right.
But I have to hand it to you. Your whole pirate, this whole pirate thing really paid off, and good work,
I mean,
my friend.
thanks. I wasn't exactly what I was aiming for at all, but I guess we just take the wins how we can. Like, I don't think anything that we've tried to do has ended up how we thought it was going to since we got here. Like, you think of anything that we just were like, oh, we're gonna go out and do this thing, and then, like, the very first mission that we went on, that one did it. But like all the other ones just gone fucking sideways in a good way.
I mean, we set our minds to leaving and going to find Elwyn in the glade.
All right, yeah, I guess that one happened in a roundabout way.
It took some time, but we made it happen.
All right, well, thanks, man. Yeah, I feel like we're things are finally starting to come together for us here.
Agreed. I'm interested to see what happens in the future. I hope our good luck keeps with us.
Or if it doesn't, then we all have a heroic death. Cheers!
Cheers.
And they clink their glasses loudly.
Yep, and get drunk.
Word. On that note, I think, Amelia, you make it back. Silence kind of like sidles up beside you, and you kind of, over a few drinks, discuss the happenings of the night. You all kind of make your way to a bed as the late hours hit and the wine hits harder. And you find the morning sun to be a little harsh, but still a warm reminder that another day has come.
I wake up on the ship.
Yeah.
The deck of the ship.
Just on the deck.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Just like, this whole thing is ours.
Yeah, it's the Black Prince. It's fucking
This
awesome.
is the Black Prince.
I would have returned to trance in peace and safety after waiting for a while.
Yeah, Grimtuck would probably find Amelia just sitting on the railing of the ship by herself when he wakes up in the morning.
Oh, hey. Oh, it's fucking sun's really beating down this morning. Isn't it supposed to be getting colder? It's fucking, I'm dehydrated. Hey, did you want your cloak back? I think I got some
Sure,
puke on it. I'm
yes.
sorry.
Okay.
It's not much. I don't know if it's mine, if that makes you feel better.
Here, I need to give you yours back anyways.
Oh, okay.
And I'll trade cloaks with you.
Would you like your braces back?
I mean, not if you need them. I don't care.
I kind of thought about it a little bit, and I was wondering, how would you like to trade them for those gauntlets?
What do the gauntlets do? Your punch hands?
Yeah, they they pretty much do exactly that. They make you a lot physically stronger, though I fear you maybe, if not a match, you may outmatch them.
Well, I'll tell you what. Can I be honest with you for a minute here? So I've had a problem ever since I've had those things. In that, like, so we're gonna go fight a dragon, and we're gonna fight like that giant fanged stuffed thunder lizard thing, and I don't have nearly enough scars for any of this stuff. So I'll tell you what. Just fucking keep them. They're just yours. You can just have them. We don't need to trade anything. Like, if you find something that's, like, just super badass sometimes later, then just give that to me. Like, but you don't have to feel, like, obligated or anything. Like, I'm not going to be like, hey, give me that thing. But, like, those look cool on you.
That.
Yeah, just keep them.
If you say so.
Yeah, I don't mind.
I won't forget. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Sorry that I got someone's puke on your cloak.
Yeah, I don't know whose it is, but I'm going to go wash it off.
Yes, it's a good call.
As you two are sitting up there, you hear small footsteps kind of walk up the gangplank as Callus makes a first appearance in the sunlight.
Oh,
And he goes,
Morning, Captain!
"Morning. Good morning." And you see him like rub his head a little bit. You see, as you look over the side, you see his right-hand man standing down below, just waiting at the bottom of the gangplank. And he's looking at you all and goes, "Well, how's a right bender? Let me tell you what. Damocos here, luckily, woke me up at just enough time, or I would have slept the day away. But I wanted to say we should all get together."
A right fine party.
It was.
did you puke on me? I think someone puked on me.
I don't think it was
that you?
me. No, I don't think I was close enough to anyone to puke.
Whoever it was, they puked on him and they got it on my fucking cloak.
It's true.
If you'll excuse me, I'm going to go wash it off.
And then the sun
find-
baked the puke into the cloak. It was bad.
Gross.
Yeah.
Gross.
Well, if you find him, whoever it was, you know you can just string him up, on my accord. It's fine.
I'll probably just puke back on them. One, because I gotta puke anyways, but also, dominance.
A fate worse than death. I get that.
All right,
but
so what's on the
no.
plan for the day?
Well, the plan for the day is you should find me at the eel or wherever y'all want to meet. I can meet y'all here.
Just
We
meet
should
us here.
I have
You're already here.
yeah, I know. Where's the rest of your crew? Not the ones I'm giving you, the other ones.
Do we know where they are?
I don't think so. I mean, I would say maybe Amelia does. Grimtug doesn't.
I have no idea.
I mean, I did not sleep.
I'm gonna stomp my foot on the deck and just assume that I'm waking up anybody who's underneath the deck. Be like, hey, if you guys are fucking down there,
Where'd the rest of you
wake
sleep?
up. We'll give it a second.
And as Grimtuck's like stomping on the deck, I'm moving past Callus and Damocos to walk down the gangplank onto the dock to wash off my cloak.
So, rest of you, I believe, Elduin, you said you were sleeping in safety. Does that mean the Golden Devil?
Oh, no, I just meant not in the street.
Oh, good. Okay.
I would have joined. I would have joined everybody on the boat, I think.
Okay. Rain, Metolius,
I'm not bumming it tonight.
where'd you find yourself at the end of the night?
I think I'd sleep on the ship.
Okay.
Did you hear me stomping on the ceiling?
Yeah. You most likely woke me up.
Yeah.
Metolius, you too?
Metolius wakes up in some ample-bosomed woman's bed.
Excellent.
Did you steal the figurehead in the middle of the night?
Nope.
Bright-eyed and bushy-tailed.
This one's animated. This one's animated.
That's good.
Cost me 50 extra gold for that.
But I would say
Yeah, some tiefling woman.
excellent. You find your way around, having a good time, and you wake up, and I'd say, you all make your way to the deck. Callus and Damocos waits there for y'all.
Oh,
As-
Metolius says other things he does first.
Sorry, no worries. Metolius, what are you doing?
Goes shopping.
Oh, okay.
Unless someone tells him otherwise, he's just going to go about his day getting ready to leave.
I mean, again, unless anyone comes and finds you, I don't think you know that they're all just sitting on the ship.
No, I'll go to the ship.
Okay.
We'll save the shopping for later.
Is Callus still on the deck?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I would say that I would come up the stairs like sans mask and just like open the door and like have like a oh, okay, and just like walk around like nothing's happening.
Without the mask?
without the mask.
Okay. Wait. Why does he cover his face up? Why do you cover if you can't talk anyways? Why does he cover his face up? It's not like he's disfigured. I thought you said there was a scar.
He's got bad self-esteem.
About a knot.
Point of order: we only told the owner of the Golden Devil that he had scars.
Oh. Well,
But
never
this
mind.
place is
Literally, only
still
one
a lot of
person in
fucking
town.
rumors. They're gossipy people.
Well then, I'm just gonna, use my voice and say, there's a matter of precaution.
Yeah, he's a wanted murderer.
Aren't we all?
Yeah, it's got bounties on his head and stuff. So,
Some of us might be.
You're just like, gotta keep acting hard no matter what.
I'm stuck in a stick. Help!
Can't get help. I can't get out.
Can't get out of this stick.
You all make it there over time, and you all find yourself being upon the deck. Callus stands there still, and as he does, he all kind of looks at you, and he goes, "Well, as I promised, I do have a map that'll get you at least most of the way there, and I'd love to show you just a base idea from point A to point B. I can't promise it's going to be any way new by any rights. It's been a little, but it does show you where you need to go. Something that came along with the manor." And he kind of hands it over to whoever grabs it. It's just a wrapped up piece of parchment. It looks pretty goddamn old. It looks, the edges are tinged dark, almost like a deep, like walnut brown. The middle is a little bit lighter, but it doesn't look fragile, but it definitely looks worn. And as whoever has it opens it, you all get...
Eldwin is the map.
Yeah, I would have very thinly veiled excitement about this.
Well, in the chat, there is a map for you all. Feel free to look at it.
I don't see it.
Will we be posting this to socials and whatnot?
Absolutely. So yes, you all get this map. Again, it's pretty old. The names are there. Ocean Shade was still Ocean Shade, but the Mountain Basilica is labeled seemingly next to this to this volcano, the lower portion of the map. You also see the mountain range's name, the Demone Mountains.
It's a bit of a trek.
Yeah, it's a
It's
ways off.
about, give or take, 2.5 days, depending on how well you do. If you keep pushing, you probably can make it within 2, but you're walking through the night. But by all rights, that should be the most direct route.
Do you know what? Sorry. Side note. What season is it?
Right now,
Yes.
in game, it was leading into fall.
In the fall.
Yeah, because the Fire Festival just happened up on the other island.
Got it. Callus,
damn
do
it.
you know?
Sometimes you forget, and then I just lovingly just like throw that earwig back in your ear.
Is Ja Rule
And I
there?
hate it every time.
Yeah. Dude, that's the thing. Ja Rule was there. And it was great.
The druid Ja Rule.
Yeah. JAHRHULE. Ja Rule.
Callus, do you know what the conditions are like in these mountains this time of year? Should we expect snowy mountain passes, or will it be an exposed timberline?
Well, by all rights, the timberline should be exposed. Again, with the active heat from the volcanoes, they're still alive and going. There isn't much in the way of snow.
I see. It's more of a wasteland then.
Yes, once you pass the tree line, you're just up on ridges and mountains.
I see.
You're actually going to have to pass, once you get to a certain point, you're going to have to go off any of the main roads and go straight through. That's why this map should be any amount helpful.
I see, yeah. And is there... So there's no snow, so there's no snowpack. We must remember to bring lots of water with us.
It's true. It'd be good to you. I mean, we can get you a few. You'll be able to find a few fresh streams in the lower portions. There are a few that run out as you're still within the forest themselves. So, worst case scenario, you take a little bit more time in the forest, you'll be able to refill your water skins.
I actually have the capability of creating food and water.
Isn't that a fancy little maneuver?
And I'm not a
It
bad
is.
hunter. You can bring down stuff.
You know, like birds or whatever.
Well, yeah, I think then you're good. But just be careful. It gets a little bit more hairy. You've definitely seen some winged beasts, not excluding the dragon roaming around up high. They could just be big birds, but, you know, you never want to take chances when you're just on the ridge.
A big bird sounds way easier than hunting a bunch of little birds. So,
You're not
that
wrong.
would be good food.
You're not wrong.
like just one big one.
There are some very large birds, Grimtalk.
Yeah, like that's what I'm talking about. We take down one of those, and you know, fry them up.
No, like, very large.
Yeah, like what? Like the size of you, the size of me?
No, like the size of this boat.
You're fucking with me.
I wish, but I am not jesting.
Guys, is he fucking with me?
I have heard tale of large birds capable of making off with cattle and beasts of that size.
All right.
I've never seen one, but
Oh, I've never seen one either, but I've read it in books.
We'll add it to the skull hole.
Is
Yes.
the name of the portable hole now.
the
Yeah.
skull hole.
The skull hole. That's where I keep my skulls that I'm collecting. I have.
I
Uh,
thought it was where you keep your china.
Yeah, that too. I got minotaur chunks and skulls.
You gotta
You know,
pay
that's right.
the skull toll.
Yeah,
The last
yeah, that
chunk
orc's
in
hole.
there. Ooh.
He also kind of looks at y'all and goes, "Yeah, it gets a little dicey, but truly, if you make it back within a week, I should have your ship ready and your crew set."
Hey, can you do something for us when you guys are repairing it?
Yeah, I can do my best.
So I was thinking about it, and you guys can feel free to veto this if you want, but really, the honor of that battle go toward Rain and Amelia. So I was thinking if you guys hit it with a little bit of paint, maybe you could change the name to the Black Princess. You know, in honor of them for fucking up the Hecatontris.
I mean, I wouldn't say no.
If you want me to rename it the Princess, I have no problem with that.
Yeah, the Black Princess. I mean, keep the
Yeah.
same font. It's cool. I like the swirly letters a lot. Yeah, the black on purple is really selling it for me. Like, it's fucking cool. You know, I like it. I think just maybe keep that going. But
I think we can do that. We're already going to be working on the harp, so yeah, I think we can work on yours as well.
is everybody else fine with that? Like, I just kind of thought of that just now, but I don't want to speak for everybody. If you guys have a cooler name,
No, I like it a lot.
all
Yeah, I
right.
do too.
It's the Black Princess.
Yeah, I'll make sure. Again, within a week, as long as you're alive, it'll be here for you and ready. If not, hey, then I have a new ship.
No, blow it up in honor of us and being us badasses. We don't
Kind
come
of
back.
nods.
Like if
He's
we
like-
die, then just, you know, blow it up.
Absolutely. I'll make sure to do that.
Thanks.
Don't make
Wow.
use of it. Blow it up.
Yeah, I don't want
do.
you to have my stuff after I'm dead.
Yeah.
Behold, my stuff.
But yeah, if there's nothing else, again, we'll be working on the harp, so we can work on yours. Your ship should be ready within a week. Just come back alive, and obviously, you got our sword if you do, especially if you come back successful.
Excellent. And how can we get a hold of you when we return?
I know the back
if you
door.
return here,
Just go through Amelia's house.
well,
I
if you return here, go ask for me over at the Leering Eel. You'll find a
enough.
few people pretty recognizable staying there on the usual basis, but Carrion knows you now, and they know me too.
Is that the bartender?
It is.
Excellent. Well, before we head out, we should probably go get some supplies. Maybe.
Indeed.
I think that's
Yeah.
a really good idea.
I was
I
think-
should.
I was thinking since Grimtuck and I, the damn lizard flies, so we should get some javelins maybe or some spears.
Yeah. Something
Yeah.
we
We need
can chuck
that.
at it.
Well, if you need any of that, you can always go to the By Hammer in Hand. It's the local blacksmith. Don't know if they're going to be much in the way of fancy things like you all carry, but certainly something you can throw at the beast.
I don't need fancy. I just need simple and effective.
Well, they can do that. There's also the Floating Gull Bazaar. It's if you need anything like rations or things like that, it's definitely a place to go.
All right.
Indeed.
What are your barrels?
What do you mean?
What you want done with them?
Oh, you can leave them on the ship. Leave the ones you picked up from the other ships on here too. I'll make sure they find a good home.
Aye.
That works.
Oh yeah, I gotta get my hole back.
Yes, you do.
Let that one lay in silence if you guys want.
Yeah,
That's
just for a little bit.
fine.
Just for a little bit.
I'm gonna I'm just gonna look around and just be like, has anybody noticed? Did they have a cache of arrows here on the ship?
I don't think anyone looked that hard, but
No
you didn't
idea.
find anything. You found some, base amounts of weaponry and supplies downstairs in the crates, but
Cool.
no one really peeled through that much.
Gotcha. Well, then when this conversation ends, would like to go look around the ship to see if I can find a barrel full of arrows or something.
Okay. You hear Callus kind of look at you all and go, well, if that's about it, make it back alive. I'm willing to find new friends quickly, as long as they're willing to take this problem off my hands.
Alright, well, until next time.
And he kind of just waves you off as he walks down, meeting Damikos at the bottom, and the two of them just stroll off.
Amelia's gonna start to head downstairs and say, Grimtuck, will you give me a hand unloading these barrels?
Yeah, no problem.
I'm gonna head to the blacksmith. Does
Okay.
anyone want to come with or need something? Or
Are we leaving today?
I would think so.
I would like to accompany you. I figured we should probably just leave once we're done shopping. Let me just unload these things and I'll be ready to go.
Yeah,
Well-
give me a minute. I want to just get this shit out of here, and then there's more room in the hole for stuff.
All right, then I will help. I will assist you in this endeavor.
Nice.
Excellent. I too will want to head to the blacksmith if I cannot procure arrows on this ship.
Then Amelia walks down to the hold and lays out the hole and starts to
Okay.
unload stuff.
Yep. It doesn't take you all very long to unload the rest of the barrels here. And Eldwin, you also follow them into the hold to look through the crates, correct?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Roll
that's
me
what I was
an
going to say.
investigation.
Rain does too. Actually, I can help you with that if you want. Because I was going to come try to get a good idea of what we already have on the ship before we go buying a bunch of stuff.
Sure. Do you? How good are you at? Are you good at scouring through barrels, Rain?
I'm about 6 units good at it.
Oh, yes, please. Then you know the best routes to look, best places, most likely places to look. So I will
right.
assist you.
Are you
All right, so
proficient in it?
yes.
I'm proficient in looking at things.
Oh, that's still not that good. I rolled a 4 and an 8, so that would make that a what? I could do math. 14.
14?
Well, can't you take a 10?
Oh yeah, because I'm a proficient. Yeah, so never mind. Thank you. 18 or 16.
Uh,
16.
You
Math.
find a couple crates. Math. You find a couple crates which seem to house supplies. Both of you find about 2 quivers worth of bolts and arrows, respectively.
Excellent.
But that is
How much is that
only
quiver? 20.
20
Yeah.
each. So that's about 40 shots for each of you.
Rad.
It does seem like they were hoarding a small amount as they were firing heavy crossbows at you. But there doesn't seem to be a ton, and the rest is just more so like, foods, basic amenities that need be on a ship.
Metolius threw me a component pouch that was found on the Hecatontry. When I look through it, is it just like standard component stuff, or is there
Yes.
anything? Okay,
It's
cool.
standard component stuff.
Cool. There's no like thousand gold pearl in it or something.
There's
This guy just had a 500 gold diamond on him for no reason.
He must have been a spellcaster.
nope. As you look through, it just seems to be your basic summation of a component pouch.
Cool. Well, then I also would like to go to the blacksmith as well because I churn through arrows at a fast clip now.
Sounds good.
How many javelins can you hold in that there fancy quiver of yours?
Oh, javelins? I'm not sure. Quite a few. Do you have some? I can check.
I don't have any, but I would like to buy as many javelins as we can carry.
Let's
Or
see.
that are in stock, I should say. I can save you time, DM. It's 18 javelins and 6 spears. And 60 arrows. I looked it up earlier today.
Well, there you go. So, as you all finish up unloading and searching through what you can find on the ship, you make your way down and up into the town itself. You see the normal kind of accompaniment. You see a small group of robed individuals standing at the end of the middle pier. You find a ringing bell kind of echoing through different neighborhoods around, and you find what looks to be the Hammer in Hand. And you hear the sound of you see like a rising black smoke out of the chimney, and you see what looks to be a forge in the back, and a human male in your basic like a red rugged shirt, a leather apron, and just like blackened from his fingers to just about his elbows, covered in soot, as he's kind of moving around the store and fixing it up as you walk in. He kind of looks at you all and goes, hello, welcome to the Hammer in Hand. How may I assist you?
We need stuff for long distance, like javelins, or if you have like a real big bow for someone like me, or I don't know. We're gonna go take care of your guys' dragon problem.
I have an assortment of all of those things. If you need it, I have a longbow for you.
Like just a normal one, or like a bigger one?
A longbow.
All right, just like a normal bow. Okay. How
many javelins do you have for sale?
I have 9 javelins for sale.
Only 9.
I think you could take those. I'll grab a longbow, I guess. I'm not bad at them.
Well, you seem to be able to throw them with more force.
That's true. But I
you
grew up
want-
hunting too, so I'm good either way.
If you grab the longbow, I can give you a few pointers.
I mean, I'm not like. Yeah, go for it, Elton. Metolius, you're half elf. You guys are known for your bowmanship.
I mean, I have trained with a bow. All right. Well, let's buy the 9 javelins.
That's 4 gold, 5 silver, please.
And I'll buy the longbow.
How many arrows do you have, good shopkeep?
Yes.
I should have about 7 quivers wrapped up in the back.
It's 20 per quiver?
Yeah.
20 arrows per quiver. And how much per quiver?
Gold apiece.
A gold apiece, I see.
You better throw in another longbow just in case. I don't know. We've never done this before, and I don't know. Like, I don't want to be just a guy that runs out of javelins, and I'm just standing there with my fucking dick in my hand. So
That's 2 longbows. You want 2 longbows, 9 javelins, all 7 of my arrows?
but yeah, wait, quiver or arrow? Wait, how many arrows did you say you have?
20. Well, I have 140 effectively.
Mm-hmm. I will take 3 of your quivers.
How many spears do you have?
Oh yeah, you can throw a spear too, pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
I got 4 spears in the back.
Let's buy those too.
Not a problem. So that's 4 spears, 9 javelins, 2 longbows, 3 quivers of arrows for this gent. What about the rest of you?
I
You have a
probably grab a
partridge in a
quiver.
pear tree?
Ha ha ha.
Yeah, I should probably grab one of those quivers. Spear's a good idea too. I didn't really think of that, but yeah, that's smart. You should take the spears.
Me? I'll take a spear or 2.
Yeah.
But Eldwin has this quiver, and we could fit a lot in it.
Oh, good idea.
That is true. You will just need to be nearby when you wish to use it, if it is sudden.
I assume we could plan a bit and take some things out.
Of course, I just mean if we are caught by surprise.
Fair point. Fair point.
Does anyone else need anything?
Do you have any crossbow bolts?
I do. Let's see. How many do I have? I have 5 quivers worth of crossbow bolts, 20 apiece. It's 1 gold for each one.
I will take 2 of those.
2.
Do you want something a bit more heavy duty than your hand crossbow, Rain?
I mean, that might not be a bad idea, actually. So, but I will, yeah, I'll look for if they have just a light crossbow. Do you have a light crossbow, sir?
Yeah, I got one of those in the back, I think.
Throw that in.
Not a problem.
Give you a little more range.
Yeah, not a bad plan. I like it.
It's a little bit, it's not as easy to wield as the hand one, but it does definitely do a little bit more to it.
Yeah, just in case I need the distance.
Well, anything else? I got you all at 138 gold and 5 silver right now.
Metolius pays for the longbow, the spears, and 1 quiver of arrows. Or 1 longbow, the spears, and 1 quiver of arrows.
So hey guys, I spent all my money on this fucking hole.
Story
Someone
of
loan
life.
me some money.
Story of
Easy.
your life.
Oh gosh.
So can somebody help me out with some of this stuff?
I got you.
Thanks.
So I will buy Grimtuck stuff and my quivers and my 2 quivers of crossbow bolts and my light crossbow.
Okay.
I mean, I wouldn't have had this problem if we would have just, murdered everybody and taken their treasure hoard, but I think everything turned out regardless. So I'm not complaining.
You see the blacksmith looking really confused at this statement and a little concerned. So that is Metolius. You had 7.
4 spears, a longbow, and 1
That's
quiver of
4.
arrows.
54. That's 55 gold
Yep.
for you, Metolius. Then Rain, you had 25, 26. And what else did you want to buy for Grimtech?
I guess whatever the remainder of the javelins and spears are.
I think Grimtech's covering the javelins completely, correct?
Yeah, I'm taking all of them.
Yeah. So
And
that's
he got a longbow for himself, if I
Yeah.
recall.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and yeah, anything
So
Grimtech
it's-
wants. I got it.
75.
Aw, thanks.
Yeah.
Because
That's
I'm
75,
poor.
79.
What I lack in money, I make up for in whole.
That's 80. That's 80 gold. 80.5 gold from you, Rain.
You got it.
And then 3
Oh,
gold from you,
man.
Alduin.
Yeah, I've marked off the gold.
Excellent. He kind of looks at you and
down.
goes, "Wow, pleasure doing business with you all.
It's quite a good day for you, good shopkeep.
It's true. Generally speaking, I don't have mass purchasing of things. What you all doing, hunting or something?"
We're gonna go kill a
Yeah.
fucking dragon.
Oh yeah, you said that.
Yeah.
I don't think it registered the first time.
No, that's all
Well-
right. Most people think we're full of shit when we say stuff like that, anyways.
Good fucking luck. I'm not saying you're not gonna do it, but well, thank you for spending your cash in possibly the last place you ever will. Here, I appreciate that.
There's no vendors in between here and there. No one selling stuff.
No,
All right. Well, then, yeah, this might be the last place we spend money.
I
Good
mean,
talk.
no. Well, maybe, but I've never been up the mountainside. I mean, you may be able to buy something from the farms outside of the town.
Yeah, I guess
that's about
nobody
it.
has if there's a dragon that's been up there forever. So
Yeah, you know.
That makes sense.
Well,
have you seen it?
yeah, we've all seen it.
No shit.
You've
How big is its
seen the
head?
roof.
Could you fit its head inside of like a 6-foot long circle?
He
Like-
kind of thinks for a second. I have no idea. I don't think so, but
Fuck. Okay.
it's pretty fucking big.
All right.
Would its
Never
head
Are you
look
guys?
badass mounted on the prow of a ship?
Yeah,
Yes.
going on the fucking prow of the Black Princess with a tyrant lizard skull and a fucking bear and a tiger.
He just kind of looks at you and just doesn't know how to deal. It's like,
I keep them in the hole by my pocket. Don't worry about it.
well, you good luck with that one. I wish you the best, and hopefully, it'll fit. I guess that's what the problem would be. Yes.
Yes. A good friend here tries to see how many large heads he can fit inside of his hole.
I just that's a good one. I just wanted to keep a fucking skull. That's all. I just, just a shame to not do stuff with it. I don't know. I might never kill a dragon again.
It's certainly possible.
Plus, when this is all over, I can take it back home and then like make a bitchin' throne with that at the top of it or something. I don't know. Like something cool.
Yes. Well, let's
Give it to my
kill.
dad or something.
Let's survive the encounter with the beast first, and then maybe we can think of how to decorate using its bones.
Yeah. All right. Fair enough.
One step at a time, I think, is what they say.
Well,
Yeah.
as some of my best customers, I wish you all the best and good luck. I hope to see you soon.
Sounds good.
Thank you.
Take it easy.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Auf Wiedersehen.
What?
Nothing.
That's Elvish.
Just out of the mask.
Are you wearing the mask right now?
No.
No. Got it. Did you guys want to do anything else in town?
Mm-mm.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Maybe
Did you
bid
need to hit
farewell
up
to
general
silence.
supplies or anything?
With a high five.
Well, if we had rations on the ships, I think Metolius would just load up his bag with the rations that we had.
Yeah.
I think that is a solid idea. That is definitely what you found. You found supplies and rations, and certainly enough to last you for a few days. Well enough to last. Not only that, but on top of what you probably already have, it's well enough to last you the 2.5 there and back, if not a few more. So for right now,
And you can put
so
them in
do
the
we-
hole, but whatever. Stuff gets weird in there.
Yes, it does.
So
Plus, if we need, I can always prepare the spell to conjure food and water if we need it.
and then Elduin can season it again
That is true. I can do
That's
that.
true.
because it tasted like paste or
It does taste like paste.
like mayonnaise in white bread.
I think mayonnaise would be more flavorful than than the stuff I can conjure.
then the hardtack.
That's true. Yeah, it's it kind of tastes like how air tastes, or it just doesn't.
I'm,
Just kind of
it's like-
bland.
it's like raw quinoa with no flavor added to it.
Basically.
Yeah.
Well then, as you all kind of gather your things, as you high five silence as you go, and you make your way to the. That's what Grimtug said he was going to do.
Yep.
Oh,
Just following through.
I missed that. I missed that. I'm sorry.
Yep.
Yeah, I too missed that.
Um, as you collect your things and start to strike out upon the road out to the southwise, up into the hills behind Ocean Shade, you all find yourself on the southern pass outside of Ocean Shade. As you have completed gathering all your things you need and high-fived your friends, is Cannon leaving it in. You also notice as you're leaving, you notice the Heart being dry docked and pulled up as they finally begin to fix the ship. There are a lot of things you see. It's odd. I'd say as you walk around and through parts of the streets you hadn't walked before, there are places you would expect to find, I don't know, some amount of bodies or even just like signs of combat. This whole city is quite clean, or this whole town is quite clean for what it was. Even after all the ruckus last night, it is pretty back to normal, at least as far as normal can be here.
Noted.
Okay.
And as you leave town, you find the hills rise high above and spread out only across far fields of lush farmland and rolling hills. You notice that these are only broken by dense forests that rings jagged peaks that seems to hold the center of this island high. In the very middle of these jagged, rocky peaks, you notice two thick black columns of smoke belching into the sky as what is known by a few as the molten pinnacles show themselves. You move out. As you continue into this farmland, it is lush and vibrant, and there is just a wealth of crops growing as volcanic soil holds many a nutrient. You notice the houses seem a mite bit smaller than the ones you had been interacting with in Ocean Shade themselves. But you see a few farmers tilling the land, running their crops, working their fields and all of that as you pass by a pretty decently carved in road. It doesn't take very long, probably about half an hour into this travel, before your typical shattering of this peaceful visage happens as what seems to be a crash occurs out, breaking the bird songs and the nice breeze as a boulder flies and breaks through one of the fences next to you. Then you hear screams as more and more of these small folk begin to run outwards, away from the farms, as these large hulking figures start to lumber out of the forest and into their farmland, breaking through fences and barriers. You see a few of them standing on the edges next to the forest themselves, large, almost ballista-like crossbows held in their arms. As they aim them high, giant bolts fly across the sky and land into a cart trying to escape. It's not very long before the entire cart is left as a pincushion. The horses dead and lifeless upon the ground. The cart now thrown sideways. The riders tumble to the ground as a rock flies over and crushes one of them. The other runs away off into the fields as you see 9 hulking figures descend upon these farmlands.
How far away?
What's happening? Should we go help?
Yeah, probably. What the fuck are they?
What
are we seeing?
What is
DM?
happening?
What do I recognize these creatures?
Roll a nature check. You're about, I'd say, 100 feet away from the closest one, but they seem to be closing in, not specifically at you.
It's only a 9, but these are what size are they?
A swath between large and huge. They seem to be a mixture of giant kin. I'd say
Would
is
I
what you
have
get.
any type of benefit to recognizing these things since barbarian folk tend to encounter giant kin? Not as much as dwarves, but I don't know.
I'd say with your background, I'd give you advantage on a nature check if you would like.
Oh, it didn't help at all. I got a 9.
A 9, similar to Elduin's. As you both look upon this, it is an odd assortment of giant kin. There are about 6 creatures that all look very similar. They're kind of malformed features and large tusked maws and hulking bodies that seem larger than your average humanoid, but not as large as the 3 hulking figures behind them.
Metolius got a 12.
A 12? What you can tell is the smaller figures seem to be ogres, while the larger seem to be giants of some kind.
All right.
And it looks as though the giants, the large ones, the huge creatures behind them seem to be running whatever this conglomeration is, as they kind of bark orders. Does anyone speak giant?
Nope.
Not I.
In this like rough, just kind of garbled language. You see the 6 others kind of spread out. The three with the large crossbows kind of set to themselves to the side. As they start aiming and firing, you hear more screams and odd like calls as cattle and other farm animals fall to these bolts. You also notice the huge hulking beasts rip boulders out the ground and start to toss them. As one finds the group of you standing there, he looks at you and hefts it across. I'd like...
How far away from them are we?
50 feet from the closest one, which is one of the bolters. Or actually, it's one of the other ogres. Sorry, I apologize.
I'll definitely draw my fucking greatsword.
Okay.
Because it's what it's for.
Metolius is going to cast a spell.
Yeah, Amelia is going to do the same thing.
I'm going to roll a d10 and divide it in half. We're going to start, and I'm going to use the cameras to count the numbers. Let's see. Elduin, a large boulder flies towards you. A giant rock tumbles through the air towards you as it misses entirely, crashing into the ground in front of you, skidding to a stop. As Metolius, you want to cast a spell?
He will cast Aid, and he will increase the HP maximum by 5 for Rain, Eldwin, and Amelia.
Okay.
Is this an addition to our Amelia temp HP?
This one is actually increases. This one actually increases your max HP by 5 for 8 hours.
So it is different, yeah.
Oh shit! All right.
Yeah,
Is
so
it a safe
everybody
assumption
else-
we have temp HP?
You should,
Like-
I guess it would be whoever slept on the boat because it happens once I wake up.
Okay, then that's
I
me.
slept on the boat.
So I guess it'd be everybody but Metolius.
As I finish setting up this map, I will switch it over so y'all can see it. But you notice there are 9 figures kind of rushing towards you. 4 of them hanging back and just starting to turn as they all see you standing in place instead of running like the rest of them.
Oh, I'm running at them.
I understand, but as you begin to run at them, as spells are cast, you all must roll initiative.
Dun dun dun.
We must.
You must.
And before we cast our spells, or
If you have a spell, like
no.
I let Metolius cast one. If you have a spell to cast, Amelia,
yeah, I
feel
said
free
I
to
wanted to
cast.
cast
I would
one
like to-
when he did.
I will take a pot shot with my bow.
Sure, I think that's fine. Do you want to just shoot at the one that threw at you effectively?
Absolutely.
Okay.
This is a repost of sorts.
Yes. Amelia, what spell did you want to cast? Just so I know.
So who's right next to me?
I think that's more up to you. We didn't really have
Grimtuck.
a marching order. Yeah, Grimtuck.
Perfect. I'm going to grab Grimtuck and cast Dimension Door.
Ho-ho!
Okay.
Yeah, I like that idea a lot.
To what end?
I'm going to try and land us on like either the head or like shoulders of the biggest creature there.
Okay.
Wow.
Just clean out their ears with a longsword.
As you dimension door over to them, as you land, I'll say the 3 are equal inside the 3 huge creatures, but the one that stands back that has been throwing rocks is the one you go to.
Okay.
Sounds good?
Yeah.
As you land on them, I would like you to roll dexterity saving throws to stay standing upon this person's shoulders. And then I will ask you to roll initiative.
Woo! Natural
Also,
20.
Eldon, take your pot shot.
What's it? What'd you get?
Taking it.
I got a natural 20.
So did I.
Holy shit. Wow.
We're
Okay, guys.
surfing this motherfucker.
Twinkle toes.
You land on him and stay there just fine, thank you.
That's ridiculous.
Right?
Oh,
That's awesome.
man. Never tell me the odds.
Right?
I will. So, am I shooting at a big guy or a smaller guy?
You're shooting at a giant, which was I mean, you can shoot at anyone, really, but if you were responding to the one that was throwing stuff at you, it's literally the same one that they just landed on.
Okay. Do I shoot before or after they land?
I'd say you could shoot in between. They
Okay.
disappear, you release an arrow, it hits before they get there.
Okay.
Sure, that's how that works.
I will. Sure. Yeah, I'll sharpshooter it.
Okay.
That is an 18 to hit.
18 hits.
All right.
Let me just double
Get
check
this
just
party
in case.
started.
Oh yeah, 18 definitely hits.
That is 21 points of damage.
Ooh, baby.
Getting this party started right.
So as you two land on this creature's shoulders, he screams out in this low guttural growl as you see one of Elduin's arrows has just connected into his chest.
Cool.
Now roll initiative, please.
Nice. I got a 22.
14 for Rain.
22 for Grimtuck. Okay, let's go to Metolius.
18 for Metolius.
Elduin.
6.
Ooh,
I like it.
I like it.
Natural 2, baby.
Natural 2. Amelia.
Amelia got a 4.
Hey!
Oh, shit.
Sounds fucking great. So, as you all begin this fray, it is Grimtuck's turn first. Let me turn the camera so you all can see. But Grimtuck, you stand upon this creature's giant shoulders, and you now stand across from Amelia. His large, lumpy head in between you two as you raise your sword.
Yep, my great sword.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna heave it
That
back. Be rock throwing piece of shit. And just do reckless attack. Great weapon master.
Yeah.
Okay. 1 sec.
Woo. Rolled a 16 on the dice, so that would be a 26 minus 5 would be 21 to hit.
Yes.
21 hits.
All right. And he needs to make a DC 15 strength saving throw.
Or what?
Or he's going to fall prone because I'm hitting him with my Giant Slayer Greatsword.
DC 16, you said?
15.
15? Dexterity saving throw? Definitely doesn't make...
No, sorry, strength. I lied.
Strength saving throw? Oh, yeah. He makes that one. You see his knees, you feel his whole body shudder as you connect with the sword, but he holds steady. He holds firm.
Okay, so hold on. Damage-wise, get my extra damage, so 2d6 and then another 2d6. So that is 9, 7, 16 plus the 26. Hold on a second here. I got a lot of dice going on. 16 and then 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35 damage.
35?
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, 16. That looks right. Yep. 35 damage.
Got it.
And I'm going to do the same thing because I'm up here again still.
Okay, sounds good.
So, that is a 13 plus 18 to hit.
18 hits.
Sweet. Same thing. Strength saving throw.
And it's 6. How much is it
15.
again? 15. It just makes it. His knees buckled under you, but just enough.
11, 15, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34 damage on the second one.
Jesus.
Yes.
You just see these
So I'm just up
giant
there just
gouts of
breathing.
thick blood just running down his back as he's just like billowing, screaming after you cut into him deeply.
I'm just chopping at his head.
Yeah. Oh god, even worse.
Yeah.
As you finish up your turn, Grimtug, that's it? That's all you want to do?
I don't think I have anything else. Oh, rage. Clearly. I thought that was implied, though.
Okay.
So.
You rage as your bonus action. Got it.
Yep. So I'm just raging it up. So
You're
that's
mad.
it. Yeah, that's it. That's my turn.
Thank you for narrator voicing that.
Yeah.
You're mad.
You're mad.
That's what I got.
Oh god.
Okay, so as this central figure kind of starts to be hacked apart from the head down, the three hefting the large ballista-like crossbows kind of hold them. Well, actually, the three of them move slightly away from this now just massacre commencing upon their leader's kind of head as they like sidle away to try to get out of the way. They level their crossbows down at the rest of you down the way. And the three of them fire first towards Elduin.
Yeah. Bring it, ugly.
I'm gonna try.
Words can also
That's an
hurt.
natural 20.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
It really can hurt.
Oh man.
What, do you I'm assuming that is like +6 or 7 to hit, right? And I don't know if... Do we have crits as auto hits?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Never mind.
That'd be 23 though.
Cool. Yep. Moot point. Carry on.
Sounds
Damage me. Daddy.
I will. Yeah, holy shit, okay. You see this giant... You take your eyes off him for just a moment as this gigantic bolt flies through the air and catches you hard in the shoulder. Out of nowhere, it appears as you take...
Much damage.
So much damage.
Eldwin never gets hit. He'll be fine.
I don't like how long
45 points of piercing damage.
Ooh, buddy.
This bolt just rips
Okay.
into you. It's gnarled. It's
Large.
just this like raw steel bolt. It rips into your shoulders. It does a terrible amount of damage. The
And you got 2 more coming at you.
actually the other 2 are aimed at the other 2 members down the way.
Oh, okay. I thought they were all shooting at Eldwin.
No,
They
the
were
second
just like,
one
"Fuck
flies.
that
Yeah, fuck that guy exclusively. No, the second one flies out
called a
and tries
roast.
to hit Rain. You see this giant gnarled bolt flying towards you, Rain, and you duck down as you hear the loud crash as it slams in behind you, followed closely by the next one heading towards Metolius. Metolius, this is a 17 to hit you.
Nay, sir.
As you duck down and throw your shield up, you feel the pressure of this gigantic bolt from their bolt launcher just sliding across your shield. You're able to kind of arc it over you, and it lands behind you with a terrible thud. But that brings it to your turn, Metolius.
Metolius looks to Rain and says, "Left or right?"
Left.
He heads left. How far can he get in 30 feet?
Give me 1 sec. I'll get a stick.
Get the stick.
Get the stick.
Cut a switch.
Not the stick.
This is my measuring stick. Yeah, that was a good hit. That was
Yeah. Yeah. How much of your HP was that, buddy?
that was less than half.
Oh, that's good.
But more than a
I'm
third.
still a fighter.
I was gonna say, underneath all that elven archer, he's still a fighter.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
5,
There you go. That is 30 feet from you right now.
25, 30. Will I be in melee if I was able to go another 30 feet?
You would be.
Okay. I will.
You'd be in melee with one of the smaller creatures.
Yeah, that's fine. I will Misty Step 30 feet.
Okay.
Up into
What
his.
sound does a Misty Step make?
It doesn't
Moist.
make one.
A foosh.
A boosh.
A
A
foosh.
little sploosh.
It's the set.
Just a little sploosh.
Or a squelch.
I'm gonna bring my axe up and I'm gonna make an attack.
Okay.
One axie boy.
22.
22 to hit hits. This creature, this large ogre-like creature, is covered in these thick, rough-hewn chains. It's swinging them around as it begins to, as it is surprised by you appearing in front of it.
I'm just gonna do total damage unless type matters, but it's 18.
18. Got it.
And I will swing again.
Do it up.
That's gonna be a 24.
That hits.
And I will smite the second one. Level 1 smite.
Excellent.
Ooh. 16 plus 11, so 27 points of damage.
27.
Yeah.
Boom. As your smite explodes on this creature, you hear, "Ow!" in common.
Okay. And that is the end of Metolius' turn.
Rain, it is your
What
turn.
the hell, dude?
Okay, okay, for the cart, does the cart have like a roof and doors, or is it more of like an open?
It's more of an open cart that seemingly had like vegetables and other supplies in it. And now, as the horses are turned over, the cart is turned over as well.
Okay, got it.
Turned on its side, specifically.
Got it. I will try out my new light crossbow, I think.
Okay.
And I'm going to shoot the ogre that Metolius is in melee with.
Got it.
Let's see. For a 23.
23?
Yes.
23 hits.
Excellent. So sneak attack. I got so many twos. And 5 of my 66 were twos.
Oh,
And the other one was a 3.
Wow.
So 13, 17, 22.
Okay.
22. That is probably the worst sneak attack I've ever rolled.
This fucking piece of shit crossbow.
But it makes sense. It's a new weapon. It's my first shot with it.
I get that. As it connects, you once again hear the creature just like bellow out, just like, oh god!
Which one did you just hit?
The one that Metolius has run up on and was slashing at.
He is within 80 feet of me, right?
Yes, he is.
Okay, cool. And there's nothing around where I am right now to hide behind at all?
There is not.
Okay.
There is the road you are on, and then on the sides is just green grass, just like fields that lead into the farmlands.
Okay, well, if there's nowhere to really hide and the cart isn't somewhere I can hide inside of, like I was hoping it was, I will probably keep my distance and stay back here for now.
Got it. Sounds good. We move on to the creature that is off to the western side of the map. Begins to rush at Metolius and joins the fray with his companion.
bring it.
He's unable to get it fully around you, so I'm not going to allow him advantage. But he is going to try. He is going to run up to your side and take his long, hulking chains and try to clip you in the legs. Which you see coming a mile away. And you just like, you have to, actually that's not how that works. You must make a dexterity saving throw.
That's not how that works.
That's not how that works. It doesn't matter what I roll, because that's not what it is. No, dexterity saving throw, please. And actually, the wonderful thing about very low intelligence creatures is he also gets his friend.
The wonderful thing about ogres.
His ogres are wonderful things.
17.
17. Both you and his ogre companion just jump high above these large wrought iron like these iron chains that sweep against the dirt ground and like throw gravel and grass into the sky. As you both slam into the ground, you kind of like feel the ground shake under his companion's weight. But that is his turn. As he does this, his friend, you've both done a decent amount of damage, kind of sidles around. Yeah. Lifts his chains up high and just tries to slam. Like, you see his chains swing up and just try to slam down upon Metolius, like flat on.
Ooh, that's not good.
That is a 25.
But I'm a lucky motherfucker. And he rolled a 9 plus his attack.
Well, that is a 15.
That is a miss.
You see this coming, and you step to the side just in enough time to see this, like the entire weight of the chains hefted in this creature's hand just crash down to the ground and leave almost a crater.
Okay.
That is his turn, followed closely by the last of the chained individuals who rush over to their quote-unquote leader's side, now being harried on both sides by these small forms on his shoulders. And at this, He tries to sweep his chains at your legs up above him. This also means that the giant has to make a dexterity saving throw too. Amelia, Grimtuck, make a dexterity saving throw.
This is funny.
The giant does a decent job. It's like fucking... what is it? Double Dutch with fucking chains right now.
Yeah.
I got a 20 for my saving throw.
Okay,
Amelia got a 12.
a 12.
Guessing that doesn't make it.
It does not. No, instead, Amelia, you see Grimtuck jump high and dodge out of the chains, and you feel the giant's shoulders just whip down below you, leaving your feet suspended in the air for a moment as they are completely clipped by the chains, and you take a total of 9 points of bludgeoning damage as you are basically pulled off and thrown to the ground right next to the giant, leaving you prone on the ground and an extra 2 points of bludgeoning damage as you fall 10 feet.
Okay. Fuck.
That was a good fall.
That leaves it to
Oh fuck.
the
You got
brute
a hill giant.
hefting
and two
a
ogres.
large great club is going to try to swing down upon Metolius.
Man, they are fucking on you.
That's a natural 20.
Oh,
No, it's not. No, it's
Oh,
not.
no.
Fucking motherfucker.
That's another 9.
Another 9. That is with a 9, 17 to hit you, which does not hit if I'm not mistaken.
Correct. So
You
lucky.
barely dodge out of the way as the club slams into the ground, and you see him just like with rage in his eyes, like rise up with the club high, and just try to swing down one more time upon you. That is a 14 to hit, which does not hit you as well. You barely dodge, just sidle one side to the other as you move just out of the way as this great club crashes into the earth below you, leaving it almost upturned.
Good fucking god, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would have sucked real hard.
I'm doing a concern. Let's go.
Hey, Grimtuck.
yeah.
The creature that you are standing upon reaches up and tries to grapple upon you.
That's what I would do if I was him. So that's fair enough. Hold on a second here. Dude, I have advantage against everything in this fight, and it's fucking great. Athletics would be 25.
He reaches up, like, still kind of wheeling bloods in his eyes, and he's just like trying to grasp at you, and you're able to just like back away as this large paw just like tries to grip.
Can I
the
say
air
that I
in
just
front of
grab onto its face? Like, hug onto it super hard when he tries to pull me off?
you? Yeah, but he doesn't catch you.
Okay, gotcha.
I rolled very low. He doesn't catch you at all.
Oh, okay.
But he follows it up with the other hand as you grab onto his face to try to grab you. This time, a non-natural 22.
So, is that the grapple check?
Yeah.
See if I can beat that shit.
Believe
Oh
you.
my god, I rolled a 16 on the dice. So yeah, I definitely beat him.
So yes, as you see the first hand kind of slap into the air, the second one comes up and you feel it grab onto your shoulders, and then you grip on the, I would say, just like his eyelids, as you just like almost comically pull him back as he's trying to pull you off. And as the pain sets in of what you're doing, he lets go. He's just like, no. Followed
Not
by
so bad. Not this time, big boy.
followed by the farthest of these large, huge, hulking beasts grabs another stone from the ground and hefts it and throws it off towards you. We're gonna go evens or odds, Elduin. Evens for Elduin, odds for Rain. That's an odd. Rain, a giant boulder flies towards you. With a 23 to hit.
That hits.
Ooh.
Wait, did you roll a disadvantage because of my cloak of displacement?
I did not. That would be a 15.
That does not hit.
Ah. The large rock tumbles into the ground and bounces away, missing you.
Excellent.
Thanks, Enoch.
Yep.
And you still have his knives too. All the
Oh,
things.
I do.
Knock, knock, who's there? Your shit. Elduin, it's your shot.
My shot. Okay, so first question is there anything to hide behind near me?
There's
No,
not.
Rain tried to find that too.
Okay, well...
You can hide behind each other and be fucking pieces of shit. Take turns getting behind the other one.
We'll just do we'll like form the
Human centipede?
like a phalanx. No,
Oh,
that's
no,
not
You're
what I'm
just you're
thinking
just
at all.
each switching positions every turn. Like
Yeah.
one moves
Yeah,
in front of the
exactly.
other.
Exactly. Okay, so first off, I would like to fire an arrow at the hill giant that I can presumably can see with no problem over top of Metolius.
Yes.
Great. I would like to shoot that.
You would like to shoot that. Shoot that.
Yep. That is a 14 to hit.
14 hits.
Yes. All right. Please make a charisma saving throw.
Oh, they're fucking great at that.
I figured.
You're choosing the wrong stat. That's a 1. That's a 0.
All right. Well, so he's gonna take.
You fart and then
Whatever.
He farts and pukes.
He's gonna take.
Sorry.
Oh,
Sorry.
man.
Continue.
Yeah. Cool. So I fire an arrow, whispering a bit of magic into it, and as it hits for 25 points of damage.
Okay.
And this hill giant goes to visit some fairies in the Feywild.
Oh, the best.
And will be gone for until the... some of these are beginning of my next turn, some of them are end of their turn. End of its next turn. So
Got
at
it.
the end of its next turn, it is back.
Okay.
After
what the
going
fuck
on a
happened to
little
our
vacation.
Feywild creature?
What do you mean?
I left it.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
At the
Sorry.
tree.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so now that that's out of the way, which motherfucker shot me with the bolt?
Oh, the second one in the line shot you with
The sort of the back, like farther away, kind of near where Amelia is.
Stage left, the one close to Amelia.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot that guy with an arrow.
I'm gonna shoot that motherfucker because he shot me.
Yeah.
So yeah, we have 3 ogres with bolt launchers, 2 ogres with chains, and 2 fucking hill giants. all
3
around.
because there's
Three
one
over
off in the
chains.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, 3 chain ogres, 3 bolt launchers, and 3 hill giants.
Okay.
Okay, so that's another 14.
14 hits.
Sweet. All right. So that is gonna be. That is a merely 18 points of magical piercing damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to shoot it a third, or a second. It is third shot, second. Oh, that's gonna be low. That is a 9 to hit.
A 9 to hit? 9 does not hit.
It does not hit. Okay. I am actually going to let this one ride, and the arrow will just fly by because I would like to use my bonus action to second wind.
To second wind? Yes, of course, sir.
Second wind. So I'm gonna roll that. Oh yes, max. All right. I'm gonna heal for 21 points.
Ooh.
Nice.
Ooh. Woo! Max healing second wind is feels good.
Yeah. Yup. All right. Wait, we're 11, right? No, 12.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool. So, then I guess I'm gonna move to the right hand. Wait, how far away am I from Metolius right now?
About 55 feet, give or take.
55 feet? Okay. I'll move so that I am 65 feet away from him. I don't want these ogres to bear down on me. Just like move to the far side of the road from Metolius.
Sounds good.
Perfect. And that is my turn.
That's your turn. Amelia, you are prone on the ground and you have not been struck by the creature that wished to strike you.
Woohoo! Amelia will stand up.
Yes.
She is then going to point her staff towards the other hill giant that's been throwing rocks.
Yeah.
And her eyes are going to flash with this like brilliant white light as she holds her staff out and she says, flee, as she casts command.
Okay.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
So it needs to make a wisdom save.
Another really great skill of these creatures. Well, it's better than their intelligence, but still, that's a 2.
All right.
It must spend its next turn completing the command.
Got it. Anything else?
Felicia.
No, that is my turn then. I'm going to hold my ground.
Okay, sounds good. Top of the round, Grimtech, you are still standing upon this creature's shoulders. Amelia has just said words near you.
Can I tell if the creature's at all affected by these words?
It's not the creature you're on. It's the creature.
Oh,
It is not the creature you're on.
Oh, okay. Cool. Well, the creature that I'm on is going to get his head chopped more. 'Cause I got a thing going with this. And I got to see it through. So,
I mean, when you start a task, you really like to follow through.
I gotta
Yeah.
see this sword through his head.
yeah, I'm whittling giants is what it is. So, giant whittler.
What you didn't know is that was the name of the sword.
Yeah, that's not the best roll on this one because it's reckless, great weapon master, so I had advantage, but I doubt this one hits. It is a 7 and 17 minus 5 is a 12.
A 12 does not hit.
I figured it didn't.
Your foot slips just enough where you feel, as you swing down, you miss the giant's bulbous head.
Fucker! Alright, try it again.
You are standing in pools of blood right now.
I thought, yeah, that's fair.
That's
That's
preferred terrain.
definitely going to hit at a 24.
24 definitely does hit.
Alright, and he has to do his strength saving throw. DC 15.
Nope.
Oh shit, Timber! Alright.
Roll a dexterity saving throw for me, the Grim Duck, after you roll damage.
Okay, damage. We have 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32 damage. And I have advantage on these also. Got an 18 on the die roll plus 4. So that's a 22.
Yeah. So you land with a 3-point landing, Iron Man style, on the ground, sword held aloft behind you, as the giant tumbles backwards, now mostly dumbfounded from your multiple attacks upon its brain.
Sweet. So those are my 2 attempts at attacking.
Did you
And-
add rage damage to these?
Yeah, I only get like +3 for rage damage,
Okay,
so
I'm
I
just making
added
sure.
it. Yeah, it's not anything worth writing home about at this point, but it's there. And I will. Are you already up, Amelia, on your feet?
I am.
Okay, I will circle around to be between Amelia and the giant, so I'm still engaged with them.
Okay.
Just making sure that I'm between Amelia and the giant. And
Okay.
that will be me.
That is your turn. We move on to the ones who fire. First in the line, levels towards Metolius, seeing them now surrounded by these creatures. As he levels his giant ballista-like crossbow, that is a 17 to hit, which doesn't hit.
Nope.
The giant bolt whizzes by your head, making a large ruckus of a sound, but does no form of damage. The creature next to you all actually turns towards Grimtuck and tries to fire its crossbow bolt towards you
With advantage.
No,
I did reckless attack.
yeah. Well, that's fine. That's an 11.
No, that does not hit.
No. Once again, a similar whizzing sound flies by your head, and you see it stick into the one of the sides of the houses on the sides of the road. As the final bolter levels his bolt thrower towards Elduin and fires.
Uh-oh.
That is a 19 to hit you.
I will summon a force field shield, if you will, in front of myself to deflect it off to the side, and it impacts in the ground next to me.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yep. Yes, and it just does that with a loud, resounding crack as it kind of slides across your shield. It slams into the ground next to you, doing no damage. Metolius, you're surrounded by two brutes with chains. Or some would say chain brutes.
Which one? The one that I attacked last turn. How bloody does he appear?
Decently so.
Decently so.
More bloody than not.
Okay, I will commence attack on him.
Continue your assault.
No, I'll just attack him. That will be 13.
13 hits.
$14 points of damage. Oh,
okay.
Forgot my lightning. 16 points of damage.
Okay.
Nice.
He is still standing, but you spin around and just catch him with your axe right in the side of the throat, and you see it, and just like as gouts of blood start spurting out.
I will seize that opportunity and strike again.
Do it.
19 plus 10, so 29.
Yeah, I think that hits.
Okay. And that is going to be another 14 points of damage.
14?
Yeah.
With a second swing, you catch him right in the other side of the throat and open it up fully. As his head folds backwards, only connected by the spine, he is removed from this mortal coil.
Excellent. I would like to circle around behind the other chain brute so that when the giant comes back, this ogre is between me and the giant when it comes back.
Yep, is now. Rain.
Oh, sorry, I have one more thing I would like to do. I would like to cast Wrathful Smite on my sword.
Okay.
Or my axe for next turn.
Sounds good. You do that. Begins to glow with a what color?
A silvery, a silver and green energy.
Ooh, okay, sounds good. So, Rain's turn. What are you doing, Rain?
Alright, I will go ahead and try my new light crossbow again and shoot the one in melee with Metolius.
Got it. Sounds good.
Ugh, not good. 13.
13 hits.
Yeah.
Oh, red. Didn't expect that.
That's literally what I rolled to hit my first attack on my turn.
Red.
Nice.
Okay. Well, sneak attack.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully it's not all twos again. A little bit better. 6. 31.
31. Metolius, you see this creature as he starts to wheel back around towards you. He turns his head just just at the right angle, and you see Rain's bolt just catch him right in the side of the neck, and he screams out as it pierces through and back the other side. How much damage altogether? 31?
31.
Got it. Anything else, Rain?
No, I think I'm just gonna hold my ground still.
Okay. This creature spins around towards you, Metolius. As he does that same maneuver that his companion did, and raises his chains high into the sky and tries to slam them down upon you.
Don't smash me, bro.
Gonna smash. That's 24.
Duh, that'll happen. That happened. Commence the smashing.
Commencing smashing. That is a total of 10 points of bludgeoning damage, but I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
A Constitution saving throw.
Oh yeah. As you feel the chains connect with your skull. The lights go out for just a moment.
That is a 11 plus 7, 18.
Woo! The lights go out for just a moment. Your vision goes black, but as you shake your head, you see your sight come back to you.
I do need to make a concentration check as well.
That you do.
That is a 16 plus 7, so I'm good.
You are. But yes, this creature's attack does not hold whatever its effect would do. Followed closely as he finishes up his maneuvers. We have the other brute with chain rush over to Amelia. Rush over to Grimtuck, who is closer, and rise high with chains into the sky.
I thought this was the one that had to fuck off. Like, didn't he get magic?
No, the one that has to fuck off is the hill giant off to the side.
Oh, okay. I keep fucking that up.
No worries. This creature raises his chains high and tries to smash them down upon you. Your head.
With advantage if it's an attack roll.
Oh, got it. Thank you. Ooh, that's a natural 20.
Oh, shit.
For 26.
Right. 26 damage or 26 to hit?
26 to hit.
Oh, yeah. You know that hits.
Yeah, I know. That's,
My AC is now lowered. So, it was because I gave my bracers to Amelia.
That's
For more scars.
It's important.
for more scars.
It's important.
That's 25 points of bludgeoning damage,
Nice.
and you need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, shit. Okay.
As you feel this heavy chain crashing into your skull, you also have your vision just go completely black for a moment.
I rolled a 29 on my con save.
But only for a moment, as your vision returns to you, and your faculties stay as sharp as ever.
I just kind of do that thing like I shake my head like when you spray a dog with the garden hose, and just kind of just sort of shake it off.
As the end of its turn, the creature now in the Feywild enjoys the sight of 3 flitting pixies around it, and just goes as it reappears there at the end of its turn. And you just hear it like bellow out in anger, and then it just looks around very confused once again. Grimtuck, the creature behind that you basically stand upon, stands up and stands above you. In its motion now, raising its great club and trying to smash it into you.
That's legit.
That's 21 points. 21 to hit.
Yes. That
Yes.
is.
Yeah, also yes.
Also yes.
Or wait, what was the last one? It was like 25?
Yes.
Okay, cool. I forgot to half that, so whatever. Anyways, go on. I'll figure it out.
Okay. Well, so take a total of 12 points?
Yeah. No, I already added it back. We're good.
Okay. 10. That's 22 halved to 11 points of bludgeoning damage as you feel this great club crash into your right into your shoulder as a second swing rains down upon you.
Cool.
That
With advantage.
Okay. With advantage, that is a 26 to hit.
Yes, it does.
That's 9, 10. That's 15, so 7 points more of bludgeoning damage.
Fuck yeah. Bring it.
As you feel this giant's club crash into you twice. You feel your feet sink into the ground below you. Just a little bit. Not enough to do anything, but enough to feel that these huge hits have been connecting. The creature off to the side runs away.
Later, nerd.
Bye.
Bye! He rushes his full movement that he runs 80 feet away.
Awesome.
Followed closely by Elduin.
Alright, I do not run away.
You do not. And the creature, the giant that was well off to the side, is now just running through pasture and farmlands, through fences, and is quite far away at this point.
Okay. I would like to continue shooting at the bolt launcher that went for me.
Got it. Do it.
That is a dirty 20 to hit,
Dirty 20 hits.
and that is 23 points of magical damage.
Okay.
And then I would like to shoot it again.
Okay. Sounds good.
And this one is an 18 to hit,
18 hits.
and that is 16 points of magical piercing damage.
Okay. Two thwacks ring out in quick succession as almost in the same area, two shafts of your arrows stick out of this creature's chest, just kind of vibrating for a moment. It screams out
And is still alive.
and is still alive.
I will shoot it again.
Do it.
That is a 14 to hit.
14 hits.
Yeah. All right. Die. Just die. 22 more points.
Still standing, rebellious to your attacks. It is exceptionally hurt, though.
Damn it. All right. Well, I shot my load and I'm good to go.
Shaft and load talk here. Amelia.
That's what I do.
Guess so.
After all,
Yes.
Grimtech's whole talk.
Don't expect it to stop.
No, next somebody's gonna pull a pillow out of their bag.
I'm not in melee with this chain guy in front of me, am I? Or
You
am
are
I?
actually.
I am?
You are.
Well, that's not what I wanted.
Chains belong, yo.
Chains do belong.
Well, about that. I don't like it. Amelia begins to mutter some words as her eyes flash with this white light, but this time it doesn't go away. The white stays and like burns in her eyes as the glow brightens and begins to spread out all around her in a 30-foot radius circle as this just bright light erupts at her to where it's hard to look at as she casts Sickening Radiance.
Ooh.
Cool.
Cool.
It's just, I'm just super backlit.
Sick.
You're the light behind my Saint Grimtug.
So when a creature moves into the spell's area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there, that creature needs to make a con save.
Okay.
Shit, does that include me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh shit. Okay.
Anything else, Amelia?
That is it, I believe. Yep, can't move without getting attacked, so I'm good.
Group tech roll con save.
Oh, is it my turn? Okay, cool. Got a 10, so that's a 20.
I believe that makes it.
That does make it. Nope, you're good. Nothing happens.
All right, the same fucking guy that I've been hacking at since the start of this fight. I am just determined at this point. I'm just gonna baseball swing right at his face with this great sword.
Well, he's standing up, so you can't really hit his face.
Sure I can. I'm big and tall. I got a long reach on this sword.
It's a huge creature.
He's like 15 feet tall. Like
He's
20.
lumbering.
That's
Huh?
fair.
Yeah.
That's
got-
fair.
This is seriously like the sixth. I don't want to jinx myself, but like the sixth time I've rolled a 19 in this fight. It helps that I have advantage on this because I'm reckless, great weapon. So that is going to be 24 to hit.
24 hits.
All right. He has to do strength saving throw. 9, 10, 11, 12, 22.
He misses.
24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31 damage as I knock him on his ass again.
31 damage, and he crumbles to the ground, falling down with his back landing down. He is still moving at the moment.
Alright, well then I'm going to bring the sword just over my head as high as I fucking can, wide leg stance, and I'm just going to try to bring it crashing down on top of him.
Sounds good. Do it. With advantage.
Well, I had that anyways because I reckless.
Yeah.
So that would be 14, 24 minus 5 would be 19 to hit.
19 hits.
Alright. Can't knock him more prone, but whatever.
It's true.
And stay down.
Right? Ooh, that's a spicier one. That's 10, 16, 26, 32, 33, 34, 35.
This is absurd.
As you stand above him, you spin your sword around and come down with a giant just stab down through his chest. He screams out in that guttural, just a almost animalistic scream, but it's cut short as you plunge your sword through and meet the ground below. You twist and remove him
Cool.
from his life as well.
I will looking over my shoulder at the ogre behind me. I will, in a flash, just pull the sword out and swing it in just an upward
Okay.
arc, as I use my bonus action attack that I get from killing this guy.
Hell yeah!
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah!
Natural 20.
Oh,
So
Oh.
I will use my Orcish Fury on that.
Excited.
It is now extra spicy, so that would be on its own 8d6. So that's before I use the Giant Slayer sword.
Yeah.
So it's 10d6 with the giant.
Yep.
Yeah, and so 5
So
of that would
60.
be maximized,
Yeah,
right?
already 60.
So 60 plus 5d6. Okay, this is gonna be awesome. 60 plus.
We might have a new record for most
there's
damage
no
dealt in
D6s.
one
There were
hit.
6s on that one. So 6, 12, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So we're not done yet. 24 plus 10 would be 34. Plus
Yeah.
6 is going to be 40. Plus 3,
100.
43. Plus
103.
60, which puts me at the high score for most damage.
Yeah.
So 100 and
103 damage.
Yeah.
Yup.
Oh, yeah, in one-
103 damage.
Christ.
You just grab the sword out of the felled giant's chest and with one swift motion, remove the head of the brute next to you.
Nice. And then I just let out a triumphant roar of fucking just rage.
Yeah.
As that is my turn.
Holy shit, yeah. Good God, man.
That's why I don't cast cool spells.
What's that?
I said that's why I don't cast cool spells. They never get used.
At this point, the bolter that is off to the farthest western side is going to try to fire it down upon you, Grimtuck.
Yeah, that makes sense.
With advantage, correct? Oh,
yeah.
That's just.
Oh, yeah.
Doesn't make it at all, actually.
You a little shaken up, buddy?
A little.
A little bit nervous?
That takes its turn. The second bolter has to roll a Constitution saving throw, which I don't think it makes. 10 does not make it.
Sure does not.
Sure does not. Immediately what happens? Oh, God.
So first they're going to take 21 radiant damage.
Oh, they explode. This has been the one that Elduin has been kind of
Yeah, that makes
picking
sense.
at. So it just like you see just a bright halo of white hot light just erupt around him, and he screeches out in common, just this like.
That could have been in any language, really.
And the
I
other,
was gonna say that was in common.
It's in common. You understand it.
and the guy next to him's not in range.
Is not.
Okay.
30,
I can double.
30 feet maybe. It's possible.
It's possible.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
No, he is in
yeah.
range.
Dope.
I apologize. Didn't make the save. I was thinking they weren't all in there.
That one's gonna be 16 radiant damage.
Screams, but yes, doesn't die.
But does not explode.
But also will take a level of exhaustion.
Woo!
Oh, Jesus.
And
spicy.
then begins to glow with a dim green light that spreads for a 5-foot radius, making it impossible for him to be invisible.
That's a fucking neat effect.
Yeah. Okay.
The point of exhaustion's hardcore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that every turn?
Yeah, as long as he's in my radius, yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. Followed closely by, at this point, the only other launcher that is near you two turns towards you, Amelia, and tries to fire at you.
Bring it, sucker.
He's like, "You blew up Arg. Now you die."
Arg
Best
is
ogre name
favorite.
ever.
Arg.
Arg.
Isle.
It's
Full name's Argyle.
URRGHHG.
Argyle, they call him Arg for short.
Yeah. That's a 6. And it misses you terribly as the bolt flies over your head. Metolius.
Metolius is going to run around the ogre and attack the giant.
Got it. You settle next to the creature and go for it.
23.
Hits.
Excellent. It takes
Many damages. Oh yeah, because you still have your smite upon your axe.
Yep. And it will go off. So it
Fucking
takes,
go off, man.
9 plus 8 is 17 plus 5 is 22 points of damage altogether, and it has to make a wisdom saving throw.
They're smart as fuck.
Ah yes, but they are not wise.
Yeah, right?
Oh wait, they're not either. That's right. That's a 2.
Okay, well, it's frightened of me until the spell ends.
Okay, not a problem.
And then I will go back to hitting the ogre with my next attack.
Okay.
And that's going to be a 24.
That definitely hits.
And I will... I'll just do damage. No smiting this time. God, my roll's been fucking garbage. 15 points of damage.
Okay.
Nope. 14 points of damage.
Okay. You deal a solid blow to this creature as you spin around and catch it in the side.
And
Rain.
That's it.
That's it. Rain, it's your turn.
I will actually attack the hill giant this time, but I only got an 11.
The hill giant? That is not enough. Your crossbow skims off its thick hide and does not connect.
I think that's all I can really do. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Rain, as your turn ends, the brute next to you, Metolius, tries to recharge and does not. So instead, he tries to put you in a compromised position. That sounds really bad when I say that out loud. He tries to sweep the legs.
Okay.
But like sexy. Kind
Like,
of.
not sexy. Specifically not sexy. Metolius, you must roll a dexterity saving throw, and I need to stop rolling for those.
That is going to be an 11.
11 does not catch. As this goes on, you feel the chains wrap around your legs and they are pulled out from under you. You take 5 points of bludgeoning damage as you tumble to the ground, knocked prone.
Okay.
Okay. As its turn, followed closely by the hulking beast that is now terrified of you upon the ground, meaning his fear mixed with your proneness evens out.
Correct.
That is a 2 to hit. You basically just spin out of the way as his club smashes down next to you. Followed closely by a second with a natural 1.
Jeez.
He is going to roll high-low. And call high.
Suck it, Trebek.
That is a 54, so just enough. He misses terribly. But once again, you do that almost like that almost cinematic style. You roll out of the way one time and he slams his club down. You roll out the other way and he slams his club down again, missing both times, leaving giant holes in the ground. Next, the hill giant that had run off to the side turns around and then begins to lob from that distance, lobs fucking boulders at Grimtuck. And misses, because that's how that we go today. 13.
Just hits a horse corpse.
Yeah. Squishes more. Gross.
Poor horse.
That is his turn. Elduin, it's yours now.
All right. Let's see. Who needs an arrow?
You do see a hill giant trying to crash his great club into a prone Metolius.
That is a relevant piece of information. Does that hill giant look like it's taken a beating at all?
It's taken some decent amount of damage. It's not dead.
Okay. Well, I'll shoot it again.
Okay.
No shit.
Thank you for exactly.
Oh, Metolius, how long does your fear last?
A minute.
Okay, got it.
Oh, it
Does
can
it get
use
to
it can use an action to make a roll.
Oh, wow. Oof. Nope, it doesn't do that.
Yep.
Hey, Roz. I rolled a 1.
Did you know? Roll percentile higher level.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So I'm gonna say hi, and I rolled what is that number? 35.
Okay. I would like okay, we have 2 individuals right next to each other. As your arrow misses, Matt, you are going to be odds. The ogre is going to be evens. That's an even shot.
Arrow's gonna hit me while I'm on the ground.
No, actually, the arrow is going to hit the chain brute because it missed.
All right.
That's good. guess I shouldn't even be in the equation.
Do you want me to roll sharpshooter or regular damage for that?
Just regular damage.
Okay. It wasn't a very sharp shot. Fair.
No, it was not.
That's. That was. That is. Wow, that is only 7 points of damage.
That sounds about right. Okay, that is the first shot.
I will take a second shot. I'm going to shoot it at this hill giant again.
Hey.
And. That is a 10.
10 does not hit.
Okay.
Arrow flies wide.
I will redirect it to the bolt launcher, bending the arrow with my mind.
Yes.
To the bolt launcher on the backstage left.
Yes.
Mind bullets.
My mind. That's a 28 to hit.
28
Kyle.
hits.
Drop my dice on the ground now. And that is 10 points of piercing damage.
10.
10. And then I'm gonna
Okay.
shoot the last one at the hill giant.
I got it.
Okay. That is a 15 to hit.
15 hits.
Sweet. Alright, let's do another charisma save, please.
Okay. That does not make it.
Alright, so it takes 16 points of magical piercing damage and goes back to visit the Feywild again
Oh my God.
because it enjoyed the first visit so much.
Sounds good.
And then, you know what? I'm going to use my action surge.
Okay.
And I'm going to shoot the bolt launcher that I hit with my wayward arrow.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to fire, well, up to 3 more shots at it. First one is a 16 to hit.
16 hits.
Sweet. Alright. That is, ooh, yeah, 23 points of damage.
Damn.
Second one. Oh, that is going to miss, and I can't bend it anymore.
Okay.
Third one. That is another 16.
That hits.
And that is 22 points of damage.
Ooh. You see 2 of those three arrows connect hard, one on each shoulder, and it screeches out as blood starts pouring down its side. It's still holding its bolt launcher, but barely.
Okay.
Especially now that it's exhausted and pin cushioned.
Yeah. Alright, and with that, I will be done.
Okay, Amelia.
Amelia is going to hold her position where she is, but she's going to flick out her wrist and point it at the other bolt launcher. She casts Firebolt.
Okay. The one that Eldon was not hitting?
Correct.
Okay.
For a 26 to hit.
26 hits.
For 21 fire damage.
Okay. Just the bolt flies from your hands and erupts over across the creature's face. It screeches out in pain.
Are you still doing your glow thing?
Yep.
Okay.
That is it. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna leave it there.
Okay. Sounds good. Top of the round. Grimtuck.
I rolled a 23 for my con check.
Okay.
Just out of the gate. So I'm gonna get away from this glow thing, because it's just asking to nerf me. So the ogre that just got fire bolted. Actually, yeah, that's the one. I want to head towards that guy and go and smash him up, because that's the same direction as the hill giant that's chucking rocks at me too, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna fucking carve this guy down and then go kill him. Another 19 on the dice. So that would be 29 minus 5. Would be yeah. I hit him. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 d6. That is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 23, 29, 30, 31, 32 damage.
32.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
The first
He
one.
still stands.
Yeah, I kind of assumed as much. Oh, he has to make a strength save.
Doesn't make it. Is prone.
He falls on the ground. Another fucking 19. Because I have advantage on these, so I keep hitting this 19 number, which is my lucky number for the night. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35.
35.
Yes.
Ooh.
And he's already on the ground, so I can't really do much to him. Yeah, so I'm just raining down shots on this guy, trying to make my way to the guy.
He doesn't dodge out of the way as your just slashes come down. He just tries to move back and forth, but his wounds are taken to him, and he's unable to dodge.
Fuck yeah, fuck this guy.
Don't roll shit.
But that's all I got.
Okay.
That's my turn.
The creature at the far end, the bolter, sees all this going on, sees both of the 2 of the 3 hill giants gone, his other ogre friends just like decimated and laid out flat, and he just starts to just like bellow and run. Not very far, of course, but he starts moving.
Oh, no. Before that happens, he makes a con save.
I guess he does. Doesn't make it.
Aww. That's 16 points of radiant damage, and he takes another level of exhaustion.
God damn it. Do. God damn.
Is he burninated across the countryside?
He's not yet, actually. That's the weird thing.
That happens.
He has disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws, or ability checks in.
He does still try to rush away, limping and barely able to kind of hold himself together.
2 levels of exhaustion is half speed.
Yeah, again, not very far. His friend does the same. He tries to kind of sidle away from you, Grimtuck, affording an attack of opportunity.
The guy who's on the ground?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He stands. He's not prone. He stands up and tries to run away.
Wow, okay. Wow. I rolled a 2 and a 1 on my advantage shot. I actually don't hit that guy.
It's true.
Wow.
He does. He books it with a roll of, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he books it. He runs past the giant.
Lucky bastard.
He had to spend half movement to stand up, by the way.
It's true. He doesn't run past the giant. Metolius.
This Cheney boy.
Cheney boy is still there.
Call him Dick Cheney.
Well, I strike Dick Cheney for a 15.
Hits.
Okay. God damn, garbage. 10 points of damage, literally minimum.
Okay, still standing.
Yeah. Oh wait, I forgot my lightning damage. Hey, 15 points of damage.
That's 5 extra.
Yeah.
Got it.
Still up?
Still up.
Well, 27 for another. There we go. 13 plus 8 is 21.
Still standing, but barely. He's almost unable to hold his chains high, and his knees start to buckle.
I'm going to move around so when the giant comes back, I'm not standing next to him.
Okay. Rain, it's your turn.
I will shoot the one that Metolius is in melee with again.
Do
Okay.
it.
14. 14 hits, right?
Yes, it does.
Rad. Three, 7, 11, 14, 16, 21, 26.
With a swift shot right between the eyes, you see this chainy brute just fall to the ground, crumpled under the weight of his own chains.
Excellent. In that case, I'm going to actually. Oh wait, there's still a hill giant popping back up that got
There's
that got
two still
managed, right?
technically.
Is that still happening?
Yeah.
There's the one chucking rocks too.
Right. Yeah, I was gonna kind of try to move closer to him. If I go 60 feet, how close to the cart can I get? If I bonus action dash.
Almost right up next to it.
Okay, I'm gonna bonus action dash towards the cart, with the intention that if it gets around to another turn, I'd probably hide behind it. But yeah, line myself up to be able to shoot the hill giant throwing rocks next turn.
Got it. So, Hill Giant in the Feywild pops back into existence at the end of his turn and jumps as he is still frightened from Metolius. Seeing this, and seeing all of the carnage around, the Hill Giant throwing rocks begins to run away as well.
Coward.
He just hands up, just flailing, just into the wilderness behind him. Elduin,
I would like to shoot the bolt thrower.
shoot the bolt thrower.
All right. Oh, that's cocked. Uh-oh, that's an 11.
11 does not hit.
Does not hit. Okay. And there's no other enemies.
Oh,
There's the other bolt thrower.
I only see.
The giant's back. It's not on the map.
Oh yeah.
There's this guy. There's both bolt throwers are well within your range, and then of course the Hill Giant that just popped up.
Right. I'll just redirect it to one of the other bolt throwers then.
Got it.
That's a 14.
That hits.
Sweet. Well, taste it to the tune of 15 points of damage.
And swiftly is this creature culled from the herd.
Yeah. All right. I like that even my mistakes are productive. Great. So I forgot that the Hill Giant was back, but I think I'm still gonna go for Metolius. How are you doing?
I'm okay.
You're okay. All right. Well, then I'm gonna continue shooting.
I've got scrapes and I'm dirty because I've been rolling around in the dirt, but I'm okay.
Yeah, that's just seasoning.
Yeah.
You're well seasoned. Got it. I'll shoot at the Hill Giant.
Okay.
That is an 18 to hit.
18 hits.
That is 18 points of damage.
Okay.
And the third shot, that is 19.
That hits.
And 19 points of damage. That is weird.
That is weird.
My attack and my damage rolls were the same twice in a row.
Amelia, it is your turn.
All done. Obviously.
All done?
Yeah, I'm done.
I hate to say it, but I think Rain ran into range of my.
Oh yeah, Rain did. Roll a Constitution saving throw.
Dang it! Didn't think about that. That is my own fault.
No.
Constitution saving, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
11.
That's a lot of damage.
That one's 23 radiant damage and a level of exhaustion.
Oh no.
Got it. What if there's something I should do again? I always forget. Half speed.
No,
That's
first
cute.
level is disadvantage on ability checks.
That's it. Got it.
Yeah, it's not terrible, but it's not
Yeah.
great.
Especially because I can't blow a 10 on a handful, so it'll be.
Yeah. So Amelia is then going to move towards the bolt thrower that is left, just enough to get within range with her aura.
Yeah.
So it's gonna have to make a con save.
That actually might have made it. What's your DC?
17.
That did make it with an 18.
Okay. In that case, Amelia is going to shoot a firebolt at him.
Okay.
For a 24 to hit.
24 hits.
Woohoo! For 34 points of fire damage.
Yeah. As you fire off this bolt, as this creature is still trying to rush away, you see the bolt hit his back and just ignite as he is immolated quickly and falls.
Awesome. That was one below max damage.
Well, that's fucking tight.
Is that the end of your turn?
That is the end of my turn.
Okay, I'm gonna do one thing to cinch this up just real quick, because the creature in front of Metolius, who is terrified, sees all of this going on. All of his companions are basically either dead or running, and tries to run away. Metolius, you get an attack of opportunity as he tries to rush away from you.
I rolled an 18 plus 10, so 28.
28 hits.
How bad does he look?
He looks decently bad.
Decently bad. Nah. I gotta say it. I gotta save my resources.
Okay.
I'll do a strike. But I rolled okay. 14 plus 4 is 18, plus another 4 is 22 points of damage.
22 points of damage. You catch him in the right in the lower back as you slash a huge gash into there, and he just fucking books it. But at 80 feet now, leaving a giant space between the two of you. He rushes off to the westward through more farmlands. And as this all quiets down, as both of these giants just dash off into the forest around this area, you stand there within this kind of carnage as just people try to kind of piece together broken bits of wood and fences as you begin your journey with just a ruckus affair. I'm saying I'm gonna call it for it now.
Murder giants.
Yeah.
That was just like a
Giant
smorgasbord. Yeah.
You do notice one of the packs of the giants that had fallen now in front of you. You see it pour out with what looks to be just vegetables and fruits and other things. They seem to be raiding the far around. But that's only the one you lit, and they fell just like kind of.
Hey, this is Aaron. I play Elduin on the Swordcast Adventures. Thanks for listening. If you want to see more like maps and pictures from our games, you can head to the swordcastadventures.com. On there, we have links to all of our social media and Patreon if you're feeling like giving us some support. We appreciate it, and we hope you enjoy listening and continue to do so. Stay safe, and see you next time. Bye.